Your glow-up is not something that happened by chance, chosen one. It's not the result of makeup, new clothes, or the surface-level things people usually associate with transformation. This glow radiates from the inside out. It is the reflection of your soul finally aligning with God's purpose for your life. When you've endured pain, betrayal, isolation, and the wilderness seasons, you emerge with a light that cannot be dimmed. People sense something different in you, even if they can't put it into words. They don't realize that what they are witnessing is the evidence of God's refining fire working in your life. Throughout history, those who endured spiritual battles came out with an aura that felt untouchable. Think of Moses returning from the mountain with his face shining after encountering God. Think of Job, who after all his trials was restored and radiated a wisdom deeper than gold. These stories remind us that true glow-ups are born in suffering, pressure, and divine molding. When people look at you now, they are not just seeing a new version of you. They are witnessing the fingerprints of heaven all over your life. And that's why some people can't handle it. Your glow is not of this world, and it stirs something uncomfortable in those who are still in darkness. When you walk into a room, there's a shift, even if you say nothing. That's the power of a spiritual glow-up. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. The energy around you changes because your spirit has been elevated. You no longer carry the same fears, doubts, or insecurities that once weighed you down. Instead, you carry the peace of God, and that peace is magnetic. People may whisper about you, stare at you, or even feel intimidated without reason. That's because your spirit is no longer blending in, it's standing out. Psychologists talk about aura perception, where people unconsciously sense emotional and spiritual energy. When someone has healed, forgiven, and grown, it literally changes the way they carry themselves, their body language, their eyes, even their tone. That's you now. You're not just surviving, you're thriving in silence, and your very existence disrupts the atmosphere of mediocrity. Some people love being around you because your glow brings them comfort. Others distance themselves because it exposes the areas in their lives they've ignored. Your glow is not just physical, it's atmospheric. That's why your presence feels impossible to ignore. Your glow came at a price many will never understand. People see the beauty of who you are today, but they don't see the nights you cried alone, the betrayals that left scars, or the endless prayers when it felt like God was silent. They admire your strength but don't realize it was built through breaking. Every ounce of radiance you carry is the result of battles that should have destroyed you but didn't. You paid in tears, in patience, in perseverance. That's why your glow is not cheap. It is priceless. Even science recognizes that trauma survivors who heal develop a resilience and wisdom that others can feel. Your trials deepened your compassion and heightened your discernment. This is why you can see through people's masks, why you no longer entertain things that once drained you, and why you carry authority in your silence. But the cost was real. You had to outgrow environments, friendships, and even versions of yourself that no longer served your calling. So while people envy your glow, remind yourself, you paid for this with your blood, sweat, and spirit. This glow-up was earned, not gifted. The truth is, not everyone who started with you can celebrate where you are now. Some people were comfortable with your broken version because it made them feel secure, needed, or superior. Your glow-up disrupted that dynamic. Now, when they look at you, they see a reflection of what they could be, but chose not to become. This makes your very presence a silent confrontation. They can't look at you without being reminded of their own stagnation. Sociologists often note that people resist change, especially when it occurs within someone close to them. It upsets the balance of relationships. Suddenly, the one who used to settle for less is no longer tolerating it. The one who was overlooked now commands respect. Your glow-up isn't just about you, it forces others to face themselves. And for many, that's uncomfortable. This is why some distance themselves, gossip, or project negativity. It's their defense mechanism against your elevation. So don't take their discomfort personally. It's not you, it's the reflection of their own unhealed wounds that they can't handle. Your glow-up is more than confidence, it's a spiritual frequency. You vibrate differently because you've been purified through trials. You radiate higher because your soul has shed layers of negativity, fear, and doubt. This energy cannot be faked. It's the result of transformation. People feel lighter around you as if just being in your presence is healing. That's because God's light is shining through you and it naturally affects others. In metaphysics, researchers often talk about the concept of energy fields surrounding humans. When people meditate, pray, or heal, their electromagnetic field literally changes. That's why some people instantly feel peace around you while others feel restless. They're reacting to your energy. Your glow-up turned you into a walking reminder of light in a world filled with shadows. And because of that, you attract both admiration and resistance. Never forget, this energy is not just for you. It's a calling to inspire, guide, and awaken others who are searching for light. Your glow-up wasn't born in crowds. It was formed in isolation. The seasons when you were left alone, misunderstood, or abandoned were not wasted. That solitude forced you to dig deeper, to heal without applause, to pray when no one was listening. You had to become your own encourager, your own healer, your own anchor. Those lonely seasons were painful, but they gave birth to a version of you that cannot be shaken by the world's noise. Think about the caterpillar in its cocoon. To outsiders, it looks like nothing is happening, but inside, the greatest transformation is taking place. That was you, chosen one. While people dismissed you or forgot about you, God was reshaping your entire being in silence. And now that you've emerged, they can't believe what you've become. But you know, it was the isolation that made you strong. Your glow-up is proof that isolation wasn't punishment, it was preparation. People who haven't done their inner work often find themselves intimidated by those who have. Your glow-up threatens the insecurities they've worked so hard to hide. Suddenly, the excuses they've lived by no longer hold weight. They see you walking in courage, faith, and authority, and it reminds them of what they've avoided. Instead of celebrating, some choose to attack, not realizing their fight is not with you, it's with their own reflection. Psychologists explain that projection is one of the most common defense mechanisms. When someone feels inferior, they project hostility onto the one who triggers that feeling. That's why people may accuse you of being arrogant when you're simply confident, or of being distant when you've just set healthy boundaries. Your glow is not the problem, their refusal to heal is. So remember, chosen one, their reaction says more about them than it ever will about you. Not all jealousy is loud. Sometimes it hides behind smiles, congratulations, or silence. When people see your glow up, they may secretly wrestle with envy because deep down, they know you've tapped into something they haven't. They see the peace in your eyes, the confidence in your steps, and the spiritual authority in your words, and they want it but without the price you paid for it. That's why their support often feels shallow or inconsistent. This type of jealousy is ancient. Even in the Bible, Joseph's brothers couldn't handle his favor and sold him into slavery because his glow reminded them of what they lacked. The same thing happens today. People may smile to your face but struggle in their hearts because your very existence challenges their comfort zone. Jealousy doesn't always mean they hate you. It often means they see something in you they wish they had. Your glow has a way of exposing hidden envy, and though it hurts, it's also a confirmation that you're walking in undeniable favor. One of the clearest signs of your spiritual glow-up is how out of place you feel in old environments. Places that once felt familiar now feel draining. Conversations that once entertained you now feel empty. That's because your spirit has outgrown the atmosphere you were once in. The glow you carry is proof that you've stepped into a higher dimension, and the lower spaces you used to fit into can no longer contain you. This happens because your energy has shifted. When God elevates you, He also disconnects you from what no longer serves your calling. It may feel lonely at times, but this separation is necessary for your growth. Just as a snake sheds its skin to survive, you had to shed old versions of yourself, old circles, and old patterns. If you stayed, your glow would have been dimmed and your purpose delayed. Your glow is the confirmation that you were never meant to stay where you started. You were meant to rise. You don't have to announce who you are anymore. Your glow does it for you. When you walk into a room, your silent authority speaks louder than any words. People can feel that you've been through fire and came out refined. They may not know your story, but they sense your strength, your wisdom, and your resilience. That's what makes you different. Authority is not always about titles or recognition. It's about presence. Even studies on leadership show that people respond more to confidence, posture, and authenticity than to spoken commands. Your glow has become a leadership trait without you even trying. People may come to you for advice, gravitate toward your energy, or follow your example without you saying a word. That's the power of silent authority. It shifts atmospheres effortlessly. Your glow turned you into a leader, even if you never asked for the role. Make no mistake, your glow is not man-made. It is divine favor resting upon you. While others wonder how you've changed so drastically, you know it was nothing but the hand of God guiding your steps. The favor you carry is visible in your peace, your resilience, and your breakthroughs. It's the type of glow that no amount of money, surgery, or worldly status can buy. Divine favor has always made people stand out. From Esther being chosen as queen to David being anointed as king, God's chosen ones always carried a presence that set them apart. Your life is following that same pattern. You may not have asked for it, but the favor of God found you because of your obedience, your patience, and your faith in seasons when you had nothing but Him. That favor is now radiating from you like a crown. Your glow is not just beauty. It is divine proof that God's hand is upon your life. One of the hardest parts of your glow-up journey is realizing that not everyone who called you friend can walk with you into this new season. Some will distance themselves, not because you did anything wrong, but because they no longer know how to relate to the version of you that God created. They were familiar with your brokenness, but they don't recognize your healing. They bonded with your wounds, not your wisdom. Friendship transitions are painful but necessary. Sociologists call this relational drift, when one person grows at a pace the other refuses to. The more you glow, the more you'll notice who claps for you genuinely and who claps out of habit. Sometimes the silence of friends says more than the noise of enemies. And though it may hurt, it clears space for divine connections, people who align with your calling, not just your history. Your glow will separate you, but that separation is protection. Chosen one, your glow is a magnet. It attracts the broken, the searching, and the hungry, but it also draws envy, darkness, and opposition. That's the paradox of carrying light. While it comforts some, it unsettles others. People may find themselves opening up to you without knowing why, confessing their struggles, or seeking your advice. Others may attack you for no reason, criticize you, or try to diminish you. Both reactions stem from the same truth: your glow is undeniable. Even Jesus faced this duality. Crowds followed him for healing and wisdom, while Pharisees plotted against him. Light has always provoked mixed responses. Psychologists explain this as mirror. People see something in you that reminds them of what they lack. It creates either inspiration or resentment. Your glow does that. For some, it becomes hope. For others, it becomes a threat. But remember, both responses are proof that your glow is working exactly as it should. Your light is powerful because it cannot be ignored. It demands a response. Your glow-up gave you a gift that many don't understand: the ability to speak without speaking. Your silence now carries weight. You don't argue the way you used to, you don't explain yourself as much, and you don't chase validation. That inner peace radiates outward and people feel it. It's not weakness, it's authority. Silence backed by spiritual growth is louder than shouting backed by insecurity. In communication studies, there's a term called nonverbal dominance. Leaders often don't have to say much because their presence commands attention. That's you now. People notice your body language, your calmness in conflict, and the way you don't rush to defend yourself anymore. This unsettles those who relied on your old reactions. But for others, it creates admiration. They see strength in your restraint. Your silence has become your loudest sermon. Many people counted you out before your glow-up. They assumed you'd stay broken, small, or irrelevant. They underestimated your resilience, your faith, and your strength. Now, seeing your glow frustrates them because it proves them wrong. The very people who once doubted you are now faced with undeniable evidence of your rise, and for some, that resentment turns into bitterness. This is not new. David's own family overlooked him, yet he was anointed king. Joseph was mocked for his dreams, yet he became second in command in Egypt. Your story follows the same divine pattern. Those who laughed at your struggles now have to watch your transformation. And while some may repent and respect your journey, others will harden their hearts further. But remember, their resentment is not your burden, it's their lesson to carry. Your glow is God's way of reminding them that they misjudged a chosen one. A glow-up is not just a blessing, it's a responsibility. To carry light means to represent something bigger than yourself. Your glow inspires others, but it also holds you accountable. People are watching how you handle success, how you respond to adversity, and how you treat those who cannot offer you anything in return. With great light comes great stewardship. Spiritually, light has always symbolized guidance. Just as the Israelites followed the pillar of fire in the wilderness, others will look to you for direction without you even realizing it. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It means you have to stay authentic. Your glow-up is not about pretending to have it all together, but about being real enough to point people back to God, the true source of your transformation. Your glow isn't just yours. It's a lamp for others walking in the dark. Not everyone who notices your glow will tell you. Some people admire you quietly, watching your journey from the background. They may never comment, like, or publicly support you, but inside they're inspired. You've become proof that transformation is possible, that pain can birth power, and that faith still works. Your glow reaches places and people you may never even realize. Sociologists call this the observer effect. People who are inspired by others without direct interaction. Maybe a coworker noticed how you carry yourself differently, or a family member finally began praying again after watching your faith. Even strangers on social media can feel your light and decide to change their own path. That's the beauty of your glow-up. It doesn't need applause to make an impact. Never underestimate the silent seed your glow plants in others' lives. Chosen one, understand this. Your glow is not unprotected. It is shielded by divine covering. The same God who allowed you to endure the fire now protects the flame that shines within you. That's why certain attacks didn't work, why rumors didn't stick, and why enemies couldn't stop your rise. Your glow is guarded because it's not just for you, it's part of your calling. Throughout Scripture, God always protected the chosen. Daniel in the lion's den, Shadrach in the furnace, David against Goliath, all were preserved because their light was meant for something greater. You carry that same covering. People may wonder why you seem untouchable, why even in challenges you still rise. It's because your glow has spiritual protection wrapped around it. Your glow is untouchable because heaven itself guards it. This glow-up is not the end, it's the beginning. Your glow is preparation for the doors about to open, the people you're meant to meet, and the missions you're destined to fulfill. God didn't refine you for nothing. He's positioning you for influence, impact, and purpose far beyond what you imagine. The glow you carry is the key to unlocking new opportunities that require your elevated spirit. Think of it like a lamp in the night. It doesn't just shine for beauty, it shines to guide. Your glow is guiding you toward divine connections, higher assignments, and spiritual promotions. The peace you carry will make you a safe space for others, and the authority you've gained will make you a voice people listen to. Your glow is proof that the best chapters of your life haven't even been written yet. Your glow is the doorway to your destiny. Now that your glow-up is undeniable, your next step is to embrace it boldly. No more shrinking to make others comfortable, no more dimming your light to fit into old spaces. This glow is not arrogance, it's the evidence of God's hand on your life. To walk boldly in your glow is to honor the journey, the pain, and the faith that brought you here. You owe it to yourself, and to God to shine without apology. Every chosen one in history had to walk in boldness. Esther stepped before the king with courage. David fought Goliath when others hid. Jesus carried his cross in full authority. Your glow connects you to that same lineage of strength. Walking boldly doesn't mean being perfect. It means being authentic, faithful, and unapologetically aligned with your purpose. So, chosen one, walk boldly in your glow, because the world needs your light. Chosen one, your glow up is not just physical, it is spiritual, divine, and unstoppable. Some will admire it, others will resist it, but all will recognize it. Your presence now carries power, your silence speaks volumes, and your future shines brighter than ever. Never dim your light because it is the very proof of God's glory in your life. If this message resonated with you, let your light shine here on Awakened Era. Like this video, subscribe for more divine insights and share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us, have you noticed people reacting differently to your glow up? Has your presence shifted atmospheres? We'd love to hear your experiences. Your glow is not just for you, it's a gift to the world. Keep shining, chosen one.